Yeah. What's going on my sports junkies, my four lifers, the diehards, and the sad little people whose team ain't never won a damn thing. But hey, I can relate. Welcome to all my listeners, whether you're watching on YouTube or audio only. This is another episode of Break the Huddle. I am your humble host, Don Deuce. Hey, listen up. It is Super Bowl week. You got the Kansas City Chiefs. You got the Philadelphia Eagles. Pat Mahomes, Jalen Hurts. It's about to go down. But don't worry, you can get all that here. So grab your jersey, settle in, and let's break the fucking huddle. Who's got my back? Who got my back? I got your back. Who got my back? I got your back. Who got that swerve? I got that swerve. All right. And before we kick things off, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe on YouTube, and follow Break the Huddle on all your favorite platforms. Whether you're watching or listening, don't miss out on any of the real talk we got coming your way. All right, let's get into it. All right, people. It's Super Bowl week. It is one of the most important times of the year, the best time of the year. But it's crazy because I almost forgot. This week I almost forgot is Super Bowl week because of all the noise from the NBA. A lot of trades going down this week that led up to the deadline today at 3 p.m. There's been some good basketball this week that's really been taken away from some of the media week and the shine from the NFL. But don't worry, I'm gonna get my guy up here. I got Drew with me. I'm gonna get my guy up here and we're gonna you know what I'm saying, give it a little bit of NBA reactions, you know what I mean? Yes, sir. Yo, you're muted, Brody.
Back with another episode, man. Break the fucking huddle. What's good, bro?
What's up, bro?
Yo, crazy week. Crazy week, man. And I agree with you. I forgot the Super Bowl is on Sunday.
Me too.
Yo.
I couldn't believe it, bro. We've been talking about NBA this week. We had our lives last night. We did our thing. Shout out to everybody that came out and watched.
That was dope.
Bro, now that the NBA trade deadline has concluded, like what do you take away from that? What trades did you like? What trades I won't say what trades what you didn't like, but what trades did you like?
You already know what I'm gonna say, brother.
Bro, I already know, bro.
Luka Magic.
Best trade.
Williams too as well. I mean, I'm a huge LeBron fan, so of course I'm gonna like that trade, especially getting a generational talent like Luka. Despite everything they say about him, he's young. Every bad thing they're saying about him is easily coachable and easily fixable. And the trade that didn't really make sense to me was the trade that happened late last night. Brendan Ingram going to the Raptors.
Yeah, that was.
I kind of can see where that's a good trade, but at the end of the day, I don't really know what the Raptors and like teams like the Hornets are doing. They're like in a soft rebuild. Like, are you rebuilding right now? Is it a hard rebuild? Is it a soft rebuild? And I think the Hornets are in a position right now where they're kind of soft rebuilding. But that's probably, I mean, like other than that, Jimmy Butler to the Warriors, good trade. Andrew Wiggins to the Heat. I think the Heat got better. The Heat got three All-Stars that are under, 25, 26, if I'm not mistaken, or 30. It's 30.
Yeah.
Because it's Tyler Hero, Andrew Wiggins, and Bam. So I think the Heat definitely got better. And two, they don't got to deal with the Jimmy Butler bullshit. And Jimmy, of course, got paid. He got his joy back. And I can't wait to see what the Warriors do.
For me, I like DeAndre Hunter. I love the trade that the Cavs made today, man, for DeAndre Hunter. Caris LeVert, he's cool, but I feel like the Cavs, they want to take another step, right? They want to take another step in the right direction. They're already leading in the East. They traded DeAndre Hunter for Karis LeVert, Georges Niang, two future pick swaps. I think it's two future pick swaps. So
Yeah.
I'm assuming he's up for contract soon. So they probably didn't think that he's gonna be worth it in the long run,
Hmm.
and so they might as well get some capital for him. That's from the Hawks' perspective, and then from the Cavaliers' perspective, they get a two-way player. They get a guy who could defend, and they get a guy who could score that could add to that offensive punch, right? I really like that one, and I like the sneaky trade at the deadline today. I like Kevin Porter Jr. to the Bucks for Marshawn Buchanan. Like that guy, Marjan Buchanan. He hasn't really done much as a Bucks player, and what they got back is a value. They added to their
Yeah.
bench. They added to their offense. I think that's gonna be that's sneaky good. But like my favorite trade is definitely Luka. Did you realize? So I don't know if you noticed when they traded for Mark Williams last night, right? Like it felt like everybody was like on Twitter or X, and they were going crazy, and then they were like they loved the trade, right?
Yeah.
They loved the trade. Then when I woke up. First of all, when it first happened, you start seeing like, oh, look at this guy, look at his last 9 games, 21,
Yeah.
14. You know what I mean? Like they're posting
And
all
the injury
stats.
shit popped up. I already
And
know.
then you wake up, and then now it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, but look at the last time Anthony Davis played the Hornets.
Yeah,
Gave
he
him
had 40 and
42.
20.
I was like, damn, the
But
slander came
eh,
quick with bro. When it first happened, everybody's like, yeah, this is fire. And then when you wake up, you're like, niggas are like, I don't know, this guy's not too good. I'm like, damn, how did it switch?
man, people be tripping. And too, they were talking about, oh, he's just like a Joel Embiid. He's only 23 and he's played at like what 47% of the games his entire season. He missed the rest due to injuries. But like at the end of the day, for the Lakers, that was a good trade. You get what I'm saying?
I thought it was a good trade.
And if he can stay healthy, it's going to be a problem for them. But what people fail to understand is, regardless of what his skills is now, when you get around players like Luka, like LeBron, your ceiling, like there's no more ceiling for you anymore. You get what I'm saying? Like that ceiling comes right off. So I think we're definitely going to see him be much better, and it's going to be like the game is going to be a lot easier for him. And he doesn't have to do too much, because it's literally going to be like, yo, Don, I'm going to serve you this food on this plate, hot and ready. And that's what Luka's going to do for him, and that's what LeBron's going to do, and I can't wait to see that. But, bro, people just talk shit all the time. But, yeah, 80 did put 40 on his head top. But guess what? It's AD, bro. So what do you expect?
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
I didn't know. I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
People say anything.
Definitely, bro.
Like, what, you want an AD to give him 10 and 10? AD's not a 10 and 10 player, bro. Like,
I was confused. I was like, and then, all right, well, that doesn't even matter. None of that matter. Just because AD did that on him, like, that's AD. You know what
exactly.
I mean? Like, he's all-star, top 75 all time. Like, he's going to give you the works. I've seen AD give Jokic the works. I've seen AD do a lot of niggas bad.
Exactly.
So, like, that's why I was like, damn.
You can't compare it. It's quick to compare it because, hey, we just traded this guy and we just got him. His last game with the Lakers jersey on was 40 and 20 by this bum ass. Like, come on, bro. Like, people just say anything.
Yeah, bro. But nonetheless, it was a very entertaining trade deadline. I really did enjoy it. But
man, I got a question for you though.
What happened?
I'm surprised your favorite trade wasn't that Fox trade.
Nah, I don't pay.
Pair up with Wemby?
I don't pay too much attention to like the Spurs.
Okay.
It's cool. You know, it's interesting. But we talked about it yesterday. I think that because of that trade and because of like these recent trades, I think who's that? The Spurs are gonna make the play in. I think Jimmy Butler, he makes the Warriors a little bit better, but I don't think he makes them better enough for them to survive in the play-in right now. I think they're actually going to drop out and they're going to miss the playoffs. But I do think that they're going to retool. They're going to get their motion back, but it's just not going to be this year. Um, the way that other teams have won the trade market just better than the Warriors did, I really do think that a team like San Antonio, you'll probably see them end like ninth, ninth, 10th, and then they'll be
Yeah, I
able to
agree.
play. They'll be able to play for the play-in. When you have a guy having a decent season and Harrison Barnes, and then you got De'Aaron Fox, and then now you got Wemby. I guess it starts to get tricky, man. Stephon Castle. It's a good team.
They're a young
But
core. You feel me? I see them turning into the Celtics. You feel me? It's gonna take them some time, but what they got going over there is special. And I think getting Fox accelerated that rebuilding phase for them because they're
oh, absolutely,
contenders now.
bro.
Well, somewhat.
They gave him Darian Fox in year 2.
Fact.
That's that's wild.
That's crazy.
That's
That's crazy.
wild. That
That's crazy.
a lot of young guys wait a whole contract cycle
That's a fact.
before they could get a star.
Yeah. And I think
So
that's the where the NBA is going to right now.
yeah,
Like that's definitely where it's headed. And you're gonna see in the future if the Spurs really start making noise on some OKC shit, we might see somebody like Castle get traded for some picks and a superstar in there. You get what I'm saying? You just never know.
I mean,
So it's
damn,
good holding on to your good assets.
I hope not. I hope not. Stephon Castle. I hope
Yeah,
not. But
he's a bucket.
he's yeah, he could chop. But yeah, man, look, you know what we got to talk about. It's about that time, brother. It
The
is
Super
really
Bowl.
it's Super Bowl time, man. It's one of them. We gotta talk about it, bro. The motherfucking Super Bowl, bro. I'm for one, I'm excited. I am a Patrick Mahomes fan, right? I'm not like a super fan, but I love Patrick Mahomes. I think Patrick Mahomes he's he's the modern GOAT. He's the modern GOAT quarterback, and it'd be amazing to see him get 3 chips in a row. Now, because the issue, my final take on this is, I'm not a hater, right? I'm not gonna be the LeBron versus Jordan guy. I'm not gonna be like LeBron's never gonna be good enough than Jordan and stuff like that. I'm never gonna be like that. But the problem I have with the GOAT debate between Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady is just the simple fact that Tom Brady beat Patrick Mahomes twice. And it's hard
Yeah.
like that. The GOATs actually went, yeah, sure, Patty was in his younger stage,
I'm not hearing that.
but either way, you know what I mean? The GOAT beat Patty, right? So now you got to find other ways to one up him. You got to find other way. And getting 3 Super Bowls in a row, that's going to be part of the debate later down the line, because that's going to be his 4th chip. But 3 in a row, that's something that Brady could never do. You got to start doing shit that Brady never done, bro. That's the only way that you could make a dent in the GOAT argument, because you're already climbing an uphill battle just off the strength that bro beat you in a Super Bowl and then he beat you in an AFC Championship game. That's that's hard. That's hard. But nonetheless, he's the modern day GOAT. There's no Brady in the league. There's Pat Mahomes, and he stands alone. But yeah, bro, this is I'm loving this
It's a
game.
rematch. It's going to be a good game. And I honestly believe that with all the criticism that the NFL, the refs have been receiving, there's going to be a difference in the officiating. And I think we're going to see that very early in the game. And that might change things for the Chiefs, in my opinion. Because going back to the Bulls game, no, the Bills, that was nasty. Like, that was nasty. And we all know that, bro. First downs getting called back. Like, bro, Josh Allen clearly being over. clearly being over, and they said he's not. Like, come on, bro. There's a difference. Yeah, the cheating shit, but that game made it clear. Like, all right, I don't know what the refs are doing.
There's a little
Like,
bit of a
bro,
there's a
and
little
then
bit of an
now,
agenda. That's what you're
bro, and
saying?
definitely, and now the NFL is considering doing like fucking electronic replays now and shit. Like, it's definitely an asterisk for me, but that doesn't take away from Patty Mahomes' greatness. He's a really really good quarterback. I'm not really a fan of the Chiefs, but I think if Saquon is Saquon, then the Eagles are gonna have to win this, and if they
Yeah.
don't, then Patrick Mahomes got Jalen fucking Hurts his jersey.
This week, it feels like nobody's letting the Chiefs forget about this ref thing. You know what I mean? Like they're not letting them forget. Like you got reporters asking them during media week
Crazy.
about this. Hold on, take a look.
Had so many great people. Patrick, for your whole career, you have had so many great people help you win. So who is your favorite ref?
That's crazy.
All the refs are great, man. All the refs are great. They do the best they can. And go out there and play the game the right way.
Is there one that you give a Christmas card to every year, possibly?
Not that I can remember. I'll have to talk to some of my teammates and try to figure it out.
Patrick.
Nah, why you trolling him like that?
The media is leaning into the whole ref thing. You had Travis Kelce come out. He
got mad.
He's like, "Why are y'all leaning into this? Like, why are you guys believing the fan shit? Right? That's the only thing. Like, I think they need to cool it. They need to cool it just a little."
Yo, play that video. I know you can find it on Twitter. It's like a 2 to 3 minute video of all the calls called back on the Bills. Every single call.
Yeah.
There's like a 3-minute video on Twitter. Somebody chopped it all up.
They got another one. They got another one of Terrell Owens. He's
bet against the Chiefs. Like I said, and with the refs. I just honestly, with all the calls.
Say the refs.
I've been talking about the refs too. They niggas acting like they can't hear. Bro, it's crazy because I played the game, man. I'm watching the game and I'm looking at all these calls that that's benefiting the Kansas City Chiefs. Look at the game before against the Texans, bro. Mahomes is smart. He dinking around. He causing the flag. You know what I mean? He's getting the benefit of
that. Was crazy.
15-yard flag. The guy Will Anderson barely hit him. That can stop the momentum of the game.
Yeah.
At that time, the Houston Texans were in the game. Those calls right there advances them, give them extra downs.
Facts.
Change the whole complexity of the game. Do you?
Yeah, bro.
I can't lie. That's a fact. I was watching that game, bro. That roughing the passer shit on Patty was insane, bro.
I don't want to lean too much into it because at the end of the day, all right, I hear the momentum talk, but at the end of the day, the Houston Texans had opportunities, right? Like the Houston Texans had opportunities to win that game, and they didn't capitalize. Like the Buffalo Bills had opportunities to win the game.
Bro.
And to, you know what I'm saying, take control of the game, and they left some plays on the field.
So was that a catch? Was that a catch by Worthy?
Oh, I believe that's a catch. I mean, we're supposed to be offensive guys. Like that is a catch. Anything 50-50, bro. Anything 50-50 is it's gonna be an offensive catch.
Don, that was a catch to you?
Anything
nah,
50,
son.
Anything
run
50,
that back,
50,
bro.
Anything 50-50 is going to be an offensive catch.
That was not 50-50. The ball hit the ground before. Bro. Don. Oh, man, bro.
What do you want me to say?
Bro. Nah, you gotta play the clip, bro. The ball hit the ground first. And the refs said it was bro.
What do you want me to say, bro?
You see, shit like that, I can't understand that. But that changes the game, though. That was a huge pass.
You jacking that? I mean,
Bro, that was
fast. That
bro.
Maybe it hit the ground. Maybe.
Now it's maybe. Now it's maybe.
Either way, that's not what they were calling. They were calling a catch between either the defender or the offensive player. That's not the not a catch was not the ruling. The ruling was a catch, and the challenge was between who caught the ball. It had nothing to do with whether it was a catch or not.
And that's the problem.
It was both bro.
And that's the issue right there.
And they wasn't the Bills weren't even arguing that it wasn't a catch. They were arguing that it was an interception.
I think they were too stuck on the fact that it was an interception.
They were arguing that
rather than the ball hitting the ground.
Nobody during the game, only us, the viewers at home, had that thought, like, oh, maybe that shit wasn't a catch because it hit the ground. That wasn't thought about during the game. Not by anybody. It was a catch, but who caught it is what was in question, right?
Now you got to run that back, bro. I got to see that one more time because I know I'm not tripping.
Hold on, I got you.
I know I'm not tripping, man. And it's stuff like that. Like, don't get me wrong. Of course, I'm gonna watch Super Bowl, but there's no really excitement for me. You get what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like a lot of people do feel like that. That's why some people are boycotting the Super Bowl.
Anyway, but look, I pose while I pull this up. I do pose a question. I do pose a real good question for you, brother. I pose a good question. Who has more pressure? Mahomes going for the three-peat, or Hurts trying to get his revenge?
I think definitely Hurts trying to get his revenge because at the end of the day, I wouldn't really feel any pressure knowing that I got two of these things back to back, and this third one, I want to win it, but it will be the cherry on top. Hurts got to get one. He has to get one, man. Like, yeah, there's a lot more pressure on Hurts.
I would agree. Personally, I would agree. I think that Jalen Hurts needs to start solidifying, and he needs to start getting some of that. He needs to get the monkey off his back. I think he takes a lot of criticism because he doesn't win. I mean, regardless, I'm not an Eagles fan, but I see how people speak about Jalen Hurts. Hell, even I might speak about him in that manner sometimes because he doesn't win the way you want him to win, and it almost bothers people. It bothers people by the idea that, damn, this guy is not he's not throwing for 300 and 3 touchdown passes.
He's not even throwing for 200.
He's barely throwing for 200. But he's running for 100, throwing for 150.
Yeah.
He's they're calling him a glorified fullback. And I think he needs to get the monkey off his back and he needs to start shutting people up where it's like, motherfucker, I'm gonna win how I want to win.
Yeah.
I'm gonna dethrone you the way I want to dethrone you. You guys don't dictate what makes me a good quarterback. We dictate what makes me a good quarterback.
I agree with you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I do is what the offense calls upon me to do.
Yeah. And you know what makes it better too? Who's your star player? Saquon. So when you have a running back that's running for 200, almost 300 yards a game, people got to understand that when you have a player like Saquon, if I'm a quarterback, I don't gotta throw the ball in the air. I don't.
Why would I do it?
Because we're gonna run down the clock, we're gonna get first downs, and we're gonna take control of the game. And I think a lot of people don't see that if they're not watching the game, that the Eagles are gonna sit there and chew the clock down. And they're gonna walk the ball down the field, and that's why they're winning, and Jalen Hurts is not putting up quarterback numbers. He's not putting up Joe Burrow numbers because he doesn't have to. And that's something that people got to keep in their mind. And I think he has to win it to solidify, like, yo, look, this is how my team is constructed. this is what I got to do to win, and I won. So please back the fuck up.
Absolutely, bro. I couldn't agree more. My thing is when you look at some of just the Eagles' offensive strategy, that's the thing. People want, like, it goes back to what we just talked about. It goes back, they want to put Jalen Hurts in a box, right?
Yep.
But that offensive strategy, they run to set up the pass. So the Eagles love their inside zone runs. And then once they get that going, then you see Jalen Hurts. He starts to thrive off his play action. It keeps going and going just like that. You've seen all the elements of that offense in the NFC Championship game when he ran away with it against the Commanders. What's happening in that game? Saquon Barkley takes off for the first play, takes off for a tutty on the first play. And then next thing you know, he starts pounding the rock. And then next thing you know, oh shit, you look up, he just tossed it over your head to AJ Brown. So it's like they play within the flow of their offense.
Yeah.
They don't just pass to pass. And then when you think about it, teams, when you think about the last team that got outside of their element because they wanted to prove something from their quarterback, shit went left. If you remember, we were in my house years and years ago, kids, when Russell Wilson threw that touchdown. Well, he threw that interception in the end zone.
Nobody can forget that. When he could just ran the fucking ball.
When he could have ran the ball. That was their offensive identity.
My gosh.
It wasn't Russell Wilson passing the ball. It was giving it to beast mode, and he was doing his thing. That was the offense. But they wanted to prove something in that moment. And let me tell you something. The Eagles don't give a fuck about proving anything like that.
And I agree with you on that 100%. And that's a big reason why I think they're going to pull off this win, because you can easily come into the game and say, yo, we're going to put 8, 9 in the box, and we're going to have to stop that man. But the issue is the Eagles don't give a fuck. They're going to give it to Saquon. But Saquon is so good, he's going to get his every single time. And guess what? If you stop that, Devontae, AJ, they got weapons. They got weapons that people forget. And I think overall, team-wise, the Eagles are a better team. I really like their defense. Their secondary's kind of shaky a little bit, just a little bit. But for the Chiefs, bro, the Eagles are going to lock them up, man, because I think they got a game plan for Kelsey. And I think none of that fake shit gonna happen for the Chiefs on Sunday. All that fake shit is clipped. So if it's not a close game, it's gonna be a blowout. Eagles win.
Maybe. Here's my thing. When I think about I want to break the game up into parts, right? Because when I think about when I think about Patrick Mahomes versus this defense, I think that Andy Reid and Matt Nagy can scheme up some ways to open up this defense. Maybe use the speed of the D-line against them. You might see some Kareem Hunt. Isaiah Pacheco screens. You might see some jailbreaks with Hollywood. The way because how fast guys like Jalen Carter can get off of the ball, and they're coming for Pat Mahomes, right? So I think they're gonna scheme up some ways to maybe slow down this Vic Fangio defense. And all time, bro, Mahomes is 8-0 versus Vic Fangio.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Vic Fangio hasn't thrown anything Mahomes' way that he
hasn't seen before.
That he hasn't fucking seen before, right? It's the same scheme. Coordinators go from place to place. They're bringing their schemes. They're bringing their things. So all
the little tweaks.
Exactly. He's going to look at how Vic Fangio likes to play him. He's going to look at the things that they did well in those games.
Yeah.
And so Vic Fangio and that defense, they're going to have to come up with more creative ways on how to attack Patrick Mahomes. But that's why I feel like you're right. The pressure, a lot of the pressure is on the Eagles. Like, it isn't. I know a lot of people would like to think that, oh well, the Chiefs are three-peating and that they're trying to do something that's never been done before. But I don't know, man. I feel like there's a been there, did that type of mentality that might come out of Kansas City. And when you see it operate like that, you got to sit back and like, damn, that motherfucker Patrick Mahomes, he's gonna be cool-headed.
You can't let.
He's gonna be cool-headed when he starts feeling pressure. They've been facing pressure all season.
They can't stop Jalen
with these one-score games. Like, Patrick Mahomes they know what it takes to win close games. They know. It's been the story of their life all season. So what stops them? What stops them now? What stops them this weekend from actually?
Their defense lets Saquon get hot. I'm telling you right now, do not let Saquon get hot.
Well,
bro, do not let that boy get hot. I'm telling, it's gonna be a problem for them.
But then you gotta lean. Then you gotta look at what is Spags gonna do. How is Spags gonna attack Jalen Hurts, and how's he gonna attack this run? I think personally, I think that they're gonna hold Saquon
under. Don't say under 100.
They'll probably hold him to like under $115, and it'll be a hard $115.
Are you gonna put that on a ticket?
I mean, I would.
I mean, if you feel confident about it, that's crazy.
Because I would, because I think that the Chiefs defense is going to create enough. They're going to create enough opportunities that is going to land the Philadelphia Eagles in passing situations.
Okay.
And then once you get into passing situations, what is Spags going to do? I'm thinking maybe some zone blitzes. Yeah. Sometimes he likes to, we all know that Spags likes to just send the house. He loves to blitz, but I think he's gonna try to confuse Jalen Hurts a bit. You want to rattle him. You want to make him a pocket passer. That's what they say about every running quarterback.
But you know what? That's okay though.
Let's just make him a pocket passer today. Not no play action. Not off the play action.
What about screen passes?
Let's make Jalen Hurts drop back and win it with his arm. We want to see what happens when he needs to win it with his arm. Not just off of, like I said, not off of play actions, not off of bootlegs. We don't want. We want to see him. We want to see him in the pocket. We want to see him rip it. And I think that Spags is gonna, like I said, I think they're gonna get him in a lot of passing situations where he's going to have to continuously make the right decision.
I have a question for you. So when that does happen, who's going to guard AJ?
Well, welcome to another segment I have. AJ Brown versus Trent McDuffie.
And who's going to guard Devontae Smith?
What? I mean, that's in God. That's up to God.
Because we've seen this a lot. You lock up AJ, Devontae is going for 90 yards.
But doesn't matter. He's not. Is he gonna get the opportunity to sit back in the pocket and start scanning the field? No, he's not. We're sure the Eagles' defensive line is better than the Chiefs' defensive line, but the Chiefs' defensive line is no fucking slouch.
Oh,
he's not gonna get all day with Karlaftis and Chris Jones. Chris Jones is one of the best. He's one of the best D linemen. He's one of the best D linemen in the league. He might have not had the his out of this world season like he might usually do, but in the big games, in the big moments, Chris Jones, Karlaftis, they're gonna figure out ways to get to fucking Jalen Hurts. I believe that. And then, but like back to my AJ Brown and Trent McDuffie, you got AJ Brown, he's top 5 receiver, and then Trent McDuffie, I consider Trent McDuffie a top 5 cornerback in the league. And then when you look at it, can he slow down AJ Brown? I don't know. It's
gonna be very difficult.
I think it's gonna be hard. I definitely think it's gonna be a hard fought battle. Mm-hmm. But if that D line creates a lot of pressure, it's not gonna take that much work. It's not gonna take that much energy because he's gonna get a little safety help over the top.
Yeah.
But it's either that or or early on in the game, you might see him take on that challenge and they might leave him on that island. And then they're going to probably try to take away Devontae Smith with some over-the-top help with a safety. But there's plenty of ways, bro. There's plenty of ways to attack this Phillies offense.
But you know what hurts too as well? We can't forget about Saquon leaking. I think his receiving yards is going to be over 50 because you're going to bring the pressure. And
he's saying the same thing I said. Yeah,
they're gonna do that little to Saquon, and once Saquon is out there, it's gonna be very difficult for the defense. Very difficult.
Absolutely,
very difficult. And I think that's something that we haven't really seen too much. And I think the Chiefs are super creative, where the Eagles might fall back on that. So I wouldn't be surprised if Saquon's under $115 and his receiving yards is at fucking 70. For real, like I would not be shocked.
Respect. I got another one for you, man. Which mismatch is more dangerous? Kelsey versus Eagle linebackers or Barkley versus Chiefs run defense?
I think Barkley versus Chiefs run defense. That's definitely the mismatch because it's Saquon. I honestly don't think anybody can stop him. But I think with Travis Kelce, bro, if you look at the last game, like they didn't start targeting that motherfucker until the second quarter. You know what I'm saying? Like teams end up forgetting about him, and he gets to his spots very, very well. And I think the Eagles are not going to let that happen. Yeah. I think they're not going to let that happen, and that happens too much. And that's why Travis Kelce does what he does. But you keep him out the game, it's going to be very difficult for the Chiefs. But also, you got Xavier Worthy, you got Hollywood Brown, you got those guys, but for the Chiefs to win the game, Kelce has to be involved in some type of way. And usually the games where he's not involved, you can see it's a very close game, and they literally squeeze their way out of there with the win.
Absolutely. I think with Nakobe Dean now, that's literally one of the best linebackers in the league. I think that Travis Kelce has an opportunity to do his fucking thing.
I didn't know he was out. That's crazy.
What happened? He didn't get too many opportunities in that AFC Championship game. He went ballistic against the Texans. So, hey, maybe he was on, then he's off. Maybe he's back on for the Super Bowl. And he doesn't have many Super Bowl trips left in his career. That's just being like if we're being honest. I know he recently said that he could play another 3-4 years.
Hell no.
I don't think so.
Too max.
So. He's burnt out. I really do think Travis Kelce's burnt out. But when it comes to the big games, he's gonna do everything he possibly can to get open. And I think I like that matchup because, like I said, I think Spags has something for Saquon. I think they have something for Saquon. I think if you maintain your gap responsibility and you really stay on your assignments and you do your job, I think the Chiefs can figure out a way to slow down Saquon Barkley. But if Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes get that magic going, it could be a long night.
Very long.
And then it goes back to what you said. I think Xavier Worthy, he's going to be the X factor.
He has to be. He has to be.
I look to Xavier Worthy to be the X factor in that game, personally.
But also too, when Kelsey chops, bro, these NFL players gotta wrap motherfuckers up. Wrap them up. Yeah. I think they forget how to tackle because he gets yards after carries, and I think they can't allow him to catch the fucking ball, a 10-yard pass, and turn that 10-yard pass into 40 yards,
right?
50 yards. You get what I'm saying? Because that's what's gonna hurt them. Because that's exactly what happened to the Texans. You get what I'm saying? He's catching 15-yard passes, turning a 15-yard pass to fucking 50 yards, 60 yards.
Same with Saquon. You gotta be able to tackle. You gotta be able to tackle. That's the name of the game.
That's a fact, bro. Because that can hurt both teams on both sides. You don't wrap up and tackle Saquon. He's gonna hurt you for another 5 or 10. And that's all they need. That's all the Eagles need to keep the clock running and to keep moving down the field.
That's a fact.
You know? So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be real interesting to see how the defenses and the offenses play.
Look, hold on. Will this game be decided by Mahomes' brilliance or Philly's physicality in the trenches?
I think it's going to be Philly's physicality because as good as Mahomes is, at the end of the day, I think Andy Reid plays a bigger role on why they're as good as they are, because he's a fucking mastermind. And he calls the plays, and then from there, as a fucking quarterback, if you see changes that have to be made, you got to make that. And I think Mahomes does that very, very well. But it's going to end up being Philly's physicality, because if you get Jalen Carter started, it's going to be a long night for Mahomes. And we've seen what happened when they versed the Texans. You've seen the pressure. Yeah. So if the Chiefs O-line, if they don't come to play, it's going to be a long night for them. A very long night, because the Eagles are fucking physical.
I hear what you're saying, but hey, you see what's been going on in that locker room this week when they talk about somebody's coming down with a little bit of a cold.
Oh yeah, I can't lie, that's major right there. That's major.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Jesus.
There's been reports Eagles D tackle Jalen Carter is dealing with an illness that has been spreading around the locker room.
Oh man, body aches.
Fangio is hopeful that Carter will play in the Super Bowl. So I've seen another report that says that he's confident that they're going to play in the Super Bowl. But hey, you never know. Something like that could take a couple seconds off of your step.
That's a fact. Lose your breath a little, shortness of breath.
Hopefully something like that doesn't actually, affect them. But I'm sorry, bro. I gotta go with Pat Mahomes' brilliance. I'm just so locked in on the idea that Pat Mahomes is gonna win his third Super Bowl.
You like that?
And I have no reason to believe. I have no reason to believe that somebody's gonna beat him, because I've seen him in so many different situations. Like and in the situations that he does fall short, you got to outduel him. Yeah, it's not gonna be it. That's why I personally feel like I believe in that Chiefs defense enough that they're gonna figure out a way to slow down Saquon Barkley. Like, the only way to beat Mahomes is your quarterback got to be just a little bit more better. But granted, Jalen Hurts played a great Super Bowl the first time around. You just had special teams play what was that? Kadarius Toney took back that punt return. So it's like Jalen Hurts played good, but can he replicate his first performance?
Yeah.
That's what I want to see. I want to see him replicate his first performance, and they just did it. Like they finally kind of unlocked themselves in that NFC Championship game, like through the air. Like that was the first game in a while.
That's a fact.
I actually seen Jalen Hurts pass the ball well, and it looked good. You know what I mean? But can he do that again? Like, is that enough? Is that enough to take one game? Is one good passing game enough to take going into the Super Bowl?
Josh Allen MVP. I'm about to cut you off. Josh Allen MVP. Oh nah.
Huh.
Oh nah. You already know what happened with that, man.
I never believed something like that would be possible.
Whoa, nah, bro. Bro. After these questions, we gotta go to these awards, bro. Jaden Daniels.
Don't even worry. Don't even worry. I got that queued up.
Josh Allen?
I didn't believe that he could not win first team All Pro and then win an MVP.
Whoa, wait, hold on. I mean, it's real because my ESPN notification.
No. I know it's real.
What? Oh, nah. I can't believe that.
I can't believe it. I truly cannot believe this.
Honestly, you already know what happened with that. I think the Ravens losing how they lost and the Bills losing, that has to damn, bro. I can't believe that.
2024 NFL MVP, Bills QB, Josh Allen. MVP
I mean, they went further.
MVP voting Josh Allen 27, Lamar Jackson 23. And I'll be honest with you, I don't think Lamar Jackson actually wanted to win this MVP.
Why not?
It just didn't fit the narrative no more. Like,
because he lost?
Because he lost. I don't think he cared about that. He just wanted to win.
But you heard what he said about when they asked him about like him and Josh Allen. He's like, "Oh, I'm not talking about that right now." Like something about their careers. Like I think he was focused on it, but at the end of the day, I think people felt bad for the way the Bills lost. Like, bro, all honest to God, like I think the way the Bills lost, they felt bad for Josh Allen, and they just gave him the votes.
How? Yeah, I believe that. I'm trying to figure out how you can objectively look at the two people and go, all right, this guy is first team All Pro, right? But he's not the MVP. Because I'm gonna assume that the same people that voted for All Pro is some of the same people that have voted for MVP.
Come on, you know that.
So I'm trying to figure it out, but I will say that it did look like to the outside world that Josh Allen was carrying his team. He was doing way more with a little bit less, other than what Lamar Jackson had. Lamar Jackson had a 1,900-yard rusher. He had Zay Flowers, Bateman, Likely.
Yeah.
Weapons. Andrews. He has the offense around him.
Bills had a quarterback.
And then his two already MVPs. Maybe there's a little bit of voter fatigue. Every professional sports league, they get voter fatigue. And rightfully so. Maybe that's what I'm saying. Like, I think Lamar Jackson should have been the MVP, but I can see easily, and this is I'm not even bringing race into it. I wouldn't want to attach a racial component to it. I simply just feel like in any sport, LeBron James won MVP about 4 times. He could have easily won it 8 times. Michael
I said Luka.
Michael Jordan probably could have won it 10 times. Like
what about Jokic though?
Jokic too. Remember Jokic lost to Embiid. He lost out to Embiid one year because people get tired, man. There are other deserving players. You know what I mean? You can't just keep giving it to this guy. I mean,
that voter fatigue shit is real. I can't lie. I think
voter fatigue is honestly real because you're watching other guys chop too.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like you're watching it and you're sitting here like, man, I don't fucking know. That motherfucker already got 2 MVPs.
Yeah.
Like this guy he's killing right now. And that's what I think when voters looked at Josh Allen, that's what they saw. That's absolutely what they saw. And then
because Lamar was the favorite to win that.
Lamar was because he won first team All-Pro. I don't think I can't remember. I'm trying to figure out a time where the guy that's first team All-Pro it ends up being fucking not the MVP. I'm trying to figure that out.
Yeah,
I never seen that one before, bro. I never seen that one. Lamar Jackson was named first team All-Pro quarterback while Josh Allen won the MVP despite both awards being voted on by the same people. I know that had to be. It's the same people.
Wow.
Somebody said he had the better season, but he had the better impact.
Yeah.
They divided the two. That's what happened. That's what happened there.
I've never thought about the voter fatigue shit. Like I really never thought about that. That's really a good take. Because the same people and you called it. That's crazy. That's crazy.
It's wild, bro. People don't want to see it every year. I don't think anybody wanted to really see LeBron James win it every year because we already know he's great. But that's how I always felt. That's how I always felt when it came to like MVPs. Like, the same way like when Jokic is averaging a triple-double, at some point we have to just sit here and be like, well, this is his body.
Nah, that's a fact, bro.
This is his body.
Like Sean needs that.
He has to then now, you keep giving him this MVP, he has to then now eclipse his own standard then.
Yeah.
I know it does. Look, I know it sounds crazy, but this is, like I said, this is a podcast for the fans, by a fan, and this is how fans think. You're gonna literally have to eclipse yourself. You have to do more than yourself. Just because another season of triple-double, I don't want to see. It's the Westbrook thing too. It's Westbrook.
Yeah.
Every year you're like, oh, okay, all right.
But when you look at a guy like Shai, though, Shai's the MVP of the league right now.
He's the front runner because he's chopping.
And we've never seen that level before.
He's leading his team. He's leading his team to the number 1 seed. His arguably second, his 2A, 2B, one of his guys is down for months in Chet.
And they're still in first.
And they're still in first place. They didn't miss a beat. Now they get stronger. He's dropped a 50-point game in all 3 weeks. Like this is what, of course, he needs to be the MVP. But then if you look at Jokic's numbers, he's still averaging a triple-double. He's averaging damn near a triple-double, but
that's his body, man.
But the problem is he has his team sitting at 6.
But they're at the 6th, the 6th seed.
6, right? No, they're 4th. They're above. They're above the Lakers. So they're sitting 4th while Shea is running away with the first seed. So, but back to MVP and like the NFL MVP. Like, kudos and shout out, congratulations to Josh Allen winning.
Yeah, definitely congrats, MVP. Josh.
Oh yeah, hold on, we'll give a round of applause to Josh Allen, man.
Yo, congrats, Josh. Congrats, brother.
You couldn't beat the GOAT, but at least you got some hardware, brother.
The fact.
At least you got some hardware. That
now he can wipe the tears away.
Type shit.
Nah, for real.
Type shit, bro. That's a real thing.
Because I know they felt defeated after that, so I think that's gonna be a big energy boost for him going into next season too as well. Like, yo, the way we just lost, we had a great season, and I'm the MVP. Well, and I won MVP. I think he definitely has something to prove next year, like for sure. And I think the outcome of this Super Bowl is going to dictate a lot. If Mahomes loses,
Sure.
I think Kelsey might retire. I think Kelsey's gonna pull a Gronk. And like the Bills got to win, bro. Like they're like, bro, Josh Allen, congrats on the MVP, but you have to stop being a fucking loser to the Chiefs. Now it's time to stop being a loser. You got the MVP now. You feel me? You got the MVP now. Now let's go get a fucking trophy.
Absolutely. Look, I got one more question. I got one more question for you, and then we'll talk about some of this NFL honors today. We'll see. We'll talk about our awards and who got what. Listen, just to end our analysis of this game, just to end it, tell me bold predictions. Who's the MVP, and what do you think the final score is going to be, huh?
I think the MVP is going to be an X factor for the Eagles. And I think, like, this is just thinking outside the box and how the defense might play them. I think it might be somebody like Devontae Smith. I really, really like
MVP?
him. Just because I think they're going to try to stop Saquon. They're going to try to stop A.J. Brown. Jalen Hurts is going to have to be Jalen Hurts. I think that if he does get the ball in the air, Devontae Smith is going to make plays and get them in the end zone. And I think he might end up winning the game. Like, it might be one of those things where, like, he did so well. You're like, yeah, this guy has to fucking win, because without his 2 touchdowns, we would not be here. And I think the final score is probably going to be like, damn, I don't know the final score. It's going to be somewhere in the 30s for the Eagles and probably like 21 Chiefs.
Wait, what was the score?
Like 30, like, damn. I don't know. It's going to be 30-20. 30-20 Eagles.
Oh my God. No way. This is going to be high scoring. It's going to be high scoring. And there's only one correct answer when it comes to who's going to be the MVP of the Super Bowl, of Super Bowl 59. The one and only Patrick Mahomes.
Of course.
There's only, like I said, man, he's definitely gonna put his team on his back, and he's gonna make all the right plays, and he's gonna walk out of that game a fucking winner. Now, when I look at the score, I do think it's gonna take a lot. It takes a lot to beat the Eagles, like, because at the end of the day, no matter how hard you try to stop Saquon, they'll figure out a way to find them to get that motherfucker in the end zone. And you got the tush push, and then you got Jalen Hurts running abilities. Like, there's a lot of ways for them to score. So I think that the Chiefs are gonna have to keep pace, and I like to see that score be 34-31 Chiefs.
Damn. Okay.
With a last second Harrison Butker field goal. Maybe not last second, but a Harrison Butker field goal to win the game, 34-31. I'm a fan of what the Chiefs and that offense can do, and I think they're winning, bro. I truly think they're winning that one.
I think Patty got to win with his legs.
He's always gonna use his legs. He's always gonna use his legs, bro. That's a given.
I think that's gonna be the key for them now. Like, he really got to he got to move, because he knows that pressure is gonna come.
Absolutely. All right, man. Hold on. Now we're gonna run through some of these NFL honors. We gotta start. I'm gonna start right. We'll start at the beginning. My boy Ari, he got all of the info reported on his page. Don't even.
You said Artie?
No, Ari, an NFL
Oh.
reporter.
Let's say.
Look. You got my boy. Look, all right, man. We started off the NFL honors. Ben Johnson won the assistant coach of the year. That's probably to no surprise. Ben Johnson was one of the most creative offensive minds in the season.
Until the last fucking game.
Till the last fucking game. With Jared Goff, he made Jared Goff look like top 5 quarterback in the league.
Yep.
He made Jahmyr Gibbs a beast. He made Amon-Ra another Pro Bowl. He unlocked Jameson Williams, Sam Laporta. The way in which the creativity of his play calling style, it gave Detroit so many possibilities and so many opportunities to win the game, right? Let's see. Let's keep growing. Who's next? Of course.
Oh, yeah, we knew that.
Jaden Daniels, he won Offensive Rookie of the Year. The number
Well
2
deserved.
overall pick out of LSU had 4,459 total yards, 31 touchdowns, leading Washington to the postseason and bringing renewed hope to the fan base. Jaden Daniels took his team to the NFC Championship game.
That was impressive.
As a rookie, he did that. He went down to Tampa. He won that one in a hard fought battle against Baker Mayfield. Then he went into that dome in Detroit.
He won that one.
And he stole the hearts of everybody in a fucking moms.
Yo, bro, I know people put their houses on the Lions, bro.
Put the whole bro. He went crazy. He went crazy.
Oh,
and he did his thing. He made a lot of people sad in Detroit that night. And then he came out there, he tried to put his best foot forward. Whether or not, I don't think, and granted, I don't think Jaden Daniels played poorly in the NFC Championship game. What I believe is that his team failed him. The three turnovers, they had three turnovers. He threw a pick, but that he was reaching, you know what I mean? Like he was pressing and he was just they were already down, but they were down at that point of his interception.
Defense lost the game for them.
But maybe they tried. They tried.
You cannot let a team first drive of the game be a touchdown.
Bro,
you know the dagger that puts in your heart, bro?
Bro, they gave the Eagles short fields, right? Because they turned over the ball. Damani Brown had a fumble.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Fumble. They were driving down the field. Damani Brown, they punch it out. Then
penalties hurt him.
The penalties. When you have 3 turnovers in a playoff game, you already put yourself at a deficit. And the Eagles scored on all turnovers.
Yeah.
You are climbing out of a hole.
Yeah.
You are climbing out of a hole if just to even stay alive. You know what I'm saying? So, but shout out to Jaden Daniels. That's why when I watched that game, I was really like, damn, these guys are fucking failing him, because it's not like he didn't have no overthrows. He didn't have it wasn't, you know what I mean? He wasn't rattled. It wasn't their day.
I think for the Commanders, they got to go out and sign Myles Garrett, and they got to trade for they got to sign T. Higgins too as well. I think they make those 2 moves in the offseason, they're going to be a serious problem.
T. Higgins is definitely a name to watch for a lot of teams.
The Bengals not paying both of them. I'll tell you that right now. They're not paying fucking
they're definitely not.
And you already know they're paying Chase. So
They're
that's a
definitely not.
no-brainer.
And then this is T. Higgins. This would be T. Higgins' first real big boy contract. So I don't think he's taking too many discounts on that one, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? This is the contract that you're supposed to, change your family trajectory with. If we're being honest. Let's see. Oh, look at the voting. Jaden Daniels 49, Brock Bowers 1.
Damn.
Moving on, you had Patrick Surtain, the winner of the Defensive Player of the Year. A true shutdown corner, Surtain recorded 4 interceptions, 11 pass deflections, and led the league with 132 interception return yards.
Damn.
Damn. That boy was really probably on the island. That Denver Broncos defense, that was a solid defense. I mean, it got him in the playoffs. You know what I mean? So there was value there. Bo Nix, that was his first year. He made it to the playoffs. But when you really think about it, that secondary was so complimentary to that Broncos defensive line that I'm not surprised to see Patrick Surtain winning this one. He's one of the few real shutdown, like lockdown corners that we have in the league, and he's really been he's been trending upward. Like this was always in his future ever since he came out of fucking Alabama. This is what he was made for, bro. I really like this one. Let me see. Look at that. Defensive Player of the Year voting.
Damn.
I can't believe Trey Hendrickson got 11 votes. That is crazy. They didn't even make the playoffs. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Myles Garrett 5 is crazy.
Myles Garrett, like these guys didn't even make the playoffs. Defensive Player of the Year. You can't, man. You can't be that.
That's a fact.
You can't be that. Oh look, well I get to play a little Snoopy Double G.
I've been a football fan for a long, long time. I mean, I remember back when the Cowboys was good. I remember back when the Chiefs was bad. And I remember, what was it? Bill Belichick's girlfriend wasn't even born yet.
Oh, nah.
She's like 23.
Oh, nah.
She's like 20. This girl's like 24, bro.
You know he busting that.
I don't know what busting that looks like from
I don't want to
Bill
know.
Belichick.
But clearly he's in public with her, so like that's dead his shorty, bro.
This Bill Belichick is what is he doing with?
No. What is she doing? You already know what he's doing. He got money. He's chilling. Like, what is she doing, bro? I think that's the better question.
He really parades her around. Not parades her around, but they are very confident in their relationship.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
and that's really Gramps. Like, that's her Gramps right there, Brody. That's a wild.
He definitely told Belichick about that joke before.
This is a wild relationship.
You know he didn't just say that joke.
Him being what I hated about this is that this guy is the fucking head coach at UNC, and he has a college age girlfriend. I don't even can.
I mean, at the end of the day, at the end of the day, man, shit consensual, so that's all that matters.
That's a fact. Moving on. Look, Eagles running back Saquon Barkley is the winner of the 2004 AP Offensive Player of the Year. He signed with Philadelphia. The New York Giants didn't want him back. They let him go. They said, nigga, go and see what's out there in the market for you. His life was put on display in the Hard Knocks offseason episodes with the Giants, and it was embarrassing. And you know what he did? He went out there. He found a team that was willing to pay him some more, just a little bit more money than what the Giants was even going to fucking pay him. And he turned this into a Super Bowl run. The man had 2,283 scrimmage yards with 15 total touchdowns. And if you eliminate
his 1-yarders,
if you eliminate the tush push, he'd probably have 27 touchdowns. I'm dead serious.
I think 35, bro. But remember all those games where he would just get tackled at the 1-yard line, 2-yard line. Like, goddamn.
Absolutely. and then they go straight tush push.
Tush push. Sheesh.
Hey, I love this for Saquon Barkley. Shout out to Saquon Barkley.
That's a fact, man. He came a long way. I can't lie. That's well deserved. Well deserved. And I think that award right there puts a battery in his back going into Sunday.
That's a fact, bro. That's really a fact. This offensive player of the year voting Saquon Barkley 35, Lamar Jackson 12. I mean, there really shouldn't have been no doubt anyway. Derrick Henry was close. Derrick Henry had 1,900 yards. Derrick Henry probably had almost close to 2,000 yards scrimmage.
Damn, Jamar Chase, no votes is tough.
Yeah, for Triple Crown, huh? That is
that's a bad award. Comeback Player of the Year.
What did Joe Burrow come back from?
Nigga, losing games.
Oh, season-ending wrist injury. Oh, okay. I'm like almost lost a little bit. QB Joe Burrow is the winner of the 2024 AP Comeback Player of the Year. Burrow came back from a season-ending wrist injury to lead the NFL in passing, 4,918 and 43 passing touchdowns.
That's crazy. Man,
he was a real chopper. Personally, I think they just did this just to give. Like, they had to give him something. His performance this season was, like, through the roof, but he couldn't make the playoffs because he had a piss-poor defense.
Yeah, the defense sucks.
He had a piss-poor defense, but in my opinion, I would have loved to see Sam Darnold. And that's it. Look, Sam Darnold even got votes.
8 votes. Tim Patrick? What the fuck?
I would have loved to see Sam Darnold win this one just because the guy, man, he's been counted out, right?
Yeah.
Sure, he ended the season and he turned into a pumpkin, but for what he was able to accomplish this season, I think Sam Darnold should have definitely won Comeback Player of the Year. I think it was warranted. I think he passed for over 30 touchdowns. He's top 5 in passing.
Yeah, he definitely chopped for sure.
He won a ton of games. He made it to the playoffs. Like, a lot of things went well for Sam Darnold, and it would have been nice that he actually got the recognition for that. All right, but moving on, you got Jared Verse. Jared Verse is the winner of the 2024 Defensive Rookie of the Year, the number 19 overall pick out of FSU. Oh, shit. Out of FSU, finishing the year with 66 tackles, 4.5 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, 18 QB hits, and 75-plus pressures. I like Jared Verse. I didn't actually get to see a ton of Jared Verse this season, but up until later in the season when the games really started getting crunch time and you had to really start definitely had to win because the Seahawks was on their heels. You see Jared Verse, he just pops out at the screen at you. He does a lot of things well. And then when he was chirping at the Eagles fans before that snow game, he was antagonizing Eagles fans, and they was chirping right back at him. But Jared Verse, he put on a crazy performance in that playoff game, in that wild card game. They fell short, unfortunately, but he showed his presence, and I have all the reason to believe that Jared Verse, these numbers are going to continue to go up. 4.5 sacks. He's probably gonna double that going into next year.
Yeah, he definitely has a bright future ahead of him for sure.
Yeah, I fuck with him. Real niggas. Oh yeah, you got Jared Verse. You had Quinyon Mitchell, the cornerback for the Philadelphia Eagles. I think he's really. Wait, what happened?
No, not 9 is not. I mean, it's something.
Oh yeah, for sure. Quinyon Mitchell, is lockup for real. He's been doing this thing this season. Oh, we're moving into the Hall of Fame. Oh, this is great. Jared Allen has been elected to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I loved watching Jared Allen. Growing up, Jared Allen. He played for the Vikings. Jared Allen played for another team though, right? I could have sworn. Let me look that up real quick.
I really don't know.
Allen, I love watching.
I know
Jared
it's not
Allen.
the Cowboys.
Nah, it's not the Cowboys. Let me see. What teams did he play for? He played for the Chiefs, the Vikings, the Bears, and the Panthers. Okay, I think I remember him. I do think I remember him with the Panthers and definitely the Vikings. That's where I feel like he really became a lot more famous. But who else? Sterling Sharp finally got elected to the Pro Football Hall of Fame, the brother of Shannon Sharp, the older brother of Shannon Sharp. Damn, they look more alike when they were younger.
For sure.
Now, because, Shannon Sharp is, still Aki, and, he doesn't, but Sterling doesn't look like that. You know what I mean? Sterling doesn't look like this. But they definitely look like split image. This is the same frame. That's wild. Antonio Gates has been elected to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Hold on. Does that mean... No. Eli Manning is not a Hall of Famer in his first year of eligibility. None of these niggas I just named even sniffed none of them even sniffed the Super Bowl. Nah, I can't even believe that.
His is coming though. His is coming for sure.
Yo, this is wild.
You gotta wait for his.
Why?
You gotta wait for his, man.
Why would he have to wait?
Because you already know the NFL is gonna try to make a story out of it. Yo, Eli didn't get.
I can't believe this. Eli Manning, 2-time Super Bowl MVP.
Fred Taylor is not even on there.
This is wild, bro.
But go to show more.
The finalists do not make the Hall of Fame this year. Darren Woods, Jari Evans, Willie Anderson, Marshawn Yonda, Terrell Suggs. I mean, Fred Taylor, he's been waiting a long time to get in. Luke Kuechly he'll probably get it in the second time. But I mean, Eli will probably get it in the second time. But that's what I'm saying. This is wild. And to not, nigga, Antonio Gates, come on, bro. Sorry,
man. Whoever was voting on that in that committee drunk.
I can't believe it. Sterling and Shannon Sharp are the first brothers to both be inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Many expected Payne and Eli to achieve this milestone in 2025, but it's actually Sterling and Shannon.
That's crazy. Shout out to them, man.
To the black man.
Excellence.
Exactly.
The
man.
blackies.
I don't expect the final numbers to be released, but from what I'm hearing, Eli Manning wasn't remotely getting close to getting in this year.
Damn.
I don't even want to. This is crazy.
We're definitely gonna talk about that.
This is crazy. We're gonna have to run that. We're gonna have to run that through.
Coach of the year.
Kevin O'Connell won Coach of the Year as expected. That's why this. For a 14-3 record this season, he did that with a Sam Darnold who was rotting on the San Francisco 49ers bench last season. Nobody expected him to have an outcome like this. Shout out to Kevin O'Connell. Shout out to Kevin O'Connell and the Minnesota Vikings. I really did think that this was well deserved. Dan Campbell at 19 votes. That was close.
Damn.
That was close. I mean, What Dan Campbell and the Lions did was impressive too, because they won a lot of games when they at one point they had like 13 guys on IR injured on their defense.
I think if Campbell was in the Super Bowl right now, he would have won that.
Type shit.
And same thing with Lamar. I think if Lamar was in the Super Bowl right now, he would win that.
Type shit. Ooh, Walter Payton Man of the Year. You know, a lot of guys in the NFL, they definitely go all the way out for this Man of the Year award. It's very prestigious. Shout out to Eric Armstead. I fuck with Eric Armstead. He used to be a 49er. Oh, man. I can't believe this. Crazy but true. One MVP voter didn't have Lamar Jackson in their top 3, ranking him 4th on his MVP ballot instead.
Oh, yeah, that person's just a writer.
Let me tell you something. If you had Lamar Jackson 4th on your ballot,
you're a hater.
No, you're probably racist. Hey,
yo, bro.
I don't give a fuck. Like I said,
yo,
man,
you gonna be under those Twitter comments knowing you.
Podcast for the fans by a fan.
Yeah.
If you had Lamar Jackson as a voter,
you're probably racist.
3, you're probably racist. Like we got.
I love that.
You're probably
that,
racist.
Bro.
Like, let's just. This is the perfect opportunity to add a racial component. You're probably racist, bro. Come on now.
Nah, what are we funny for that?
What are we doing? 2 voters thought Drake May had a better rookie season than Bo Nix. Oh my God! You know, Tony Dungy?
Straight
they
drunk.
Can see this? Wait, you can see people's. What the fuck?
What they're voting?
Oh no, you can see what niggas.
I might have to do this standing up from now on.
Wow.
Yeah, I want to do this standing up. Hell yeah.
Standing up is fire. I wish I had a standing desk. I wish I could stand up too. I
just put this on my tripod.
Yeah, I wish I could. I could stand up, but like I like the way my background is.
Yeah.
It absolutely.
When are you gonna do like the couch vibes type shit? Like, were you away from the desk?
Couch vibes is coming, man. We'll probably. I'll be honest with you.
Taxis are around the corner, man. You know how that's gonna go.
Studio is coming right around. The studio is coming. Honestly, right after the football season ended, I was hoping to have the studio, vibes ready for people just to see and things like that. But this is our first season of Break the Huddle. It was a good season of Break the Huddle. It was a lot of trials and tribulations, a lot of figuring things out. But once we get the couch vibes, we're gonna finish out. We're gonna close out the NBA season. Talking basketball.
Sit downs.
Like we're gonna get to sit down. I'm gonna have people. That. I'm gonna have people, but we're still gonna be here using this platform. You get to still be a part of it. You know what I mean? It's gonna be now. It'll look more like this, right? It'll be like you where I am, and then the studio and whoever is in the studio on the left.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then so I'll be able to do it like that. Ah, man, it's gonna be interesting. I can't wait. I can't
wait either, bro. That shit gonna be active.
Hell yeah, bro.
Yo, are you still recording?
I am recording. But hey, that was Break the Huddle. That was our Super Bowl analysis, our Super Bowl preview. You heard it. Drew is picking the Eagles. I'm picking the Chiefs.
I'm not an Eagles fan, but I don't like the Chiefs.
It's gonna be a great game. Hopefully, we see you guys this weekend. We're gonna be going into our plays, our parlays. It's gonna be a nice betting episode of Break the Huddle where we break things down. We look at the lines. We look at that. We're coming with the sauce. We're gonna get y'all ready. We're gonna make some money on Super Bowl, man. This is where dreams are made of. All right. But thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for watching. It's Don Deuce. It's Jew.
Yo, appreciate y'all. Yo, remember, if y'all not tapping in with Break the Huddle, you're doing something wrong.
It's at the bottom of your screen, ladies and gentlemen. It's at the bottom of your screen.
Tap in.
Don't forget to like, subscribe. I think y'all been doing all right with that. I appreciate y'all, but we gotta keep liking and subscribing. We gotta feed the algorithm, right? We gotta feed the algorithm. We have to start fucking making noise and spreading the Break the Huddle word. But it's all right. This is what we gotta do. This is how we're gonna get it done. It's Don, it's Jew, and we out of here. Who got my back? Who got my back? Who got your back? Who got my back? Who got your back?